What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are having a great day as always. So today I'm going to go over why I got 1 tons and I'm not doing that JK axle swap I talked about for like a month in the past. I just wanted to clarify that, give you guys my reasoning for going tons over JK axles. I also got a pretty sweet package in from Najar Offroad. If you guys haven't seen his channel, he's got a pretty sweet Grand Cherokee build. He makes a ton of Grand Cherokee content. He sent us over some goodies for our Grand Cherokee, so let's go ahead and open up that package and go over axles. So let's go ahead and get into this package. I actually already opened it up so the shipping addresses and everything weren't on camera, but he sent me over an awesome Najar Offroad t-shirt. Keep in mind, guys, I will link his website down below so you can check it out. So he sent me an awesome t-shirt. I really like the design on this, so we'll definitely be rocking that in some 1-ton swap videos. And then some of the other stuff he sent me I put into this bag. So he sent us one of his air fresheners, which will look awesome up in the Jeep. He also sent us a jet tag keychain thing, so these will go right on the Jeep keys. Let me actually go ahead and do that right now. So I got it all set up. These definitely are pretty sweet. Make sure you guys go ahead and head over to his website, pick one of these up. But let's go over some of the cooler stuff he sent. So he has 2 stickers in here. I'll go ahead and put both of their Instagrams on here. Basically cartoon drawings of 2 different Jeeps. He sent those over. These are pretty sweet. Along with the things that I'm really excited about, a full interior LED kit. This will be awesome inside the Jeep, so you guys can expect an install video on this and a review in the future. So these will replace all the lights on the inside with LED lights. He also sent over a dash light kit. So these lights go behind your dash gauge cluster, and they are LED. I think I said I'd like white, so I believe these are the white ones. There'll be an install video on this and the interior lights in the future. Let's go ahead and get into axles now. So as far as axles go, there were a few things that led me down the 1-ton route versus putting JK axles under my Grand Cherokee. Number one is I want to do something with this Grand Cherokee that's never been done before. YouTube's kind of giving me that opportunity to build this thing insane and still make a little bit of money from doing it. Obviously I'm not going to break even or even close to that at the current state of our channel, just because we're not like a 100,000 subscriber channel, but it makes a little more sense when I can make some money back from ads to put into the 1-ton build. So that's one reason, is because I want to do something that's never been done before. For starters, I'm going to run 40s on it for probably a month or something like that, just to make sure everything I do works correctly, like gear setup, everything else, trusses are all set up, suspension, everything like that. Then I want to go 43 1550s on this thing, some massive tires. I've never seen them on a Grand Cherokee before, so that's my plan there. And to fit that big of a tire, I needed as wide of an axle as I could get, and these things are insanely wide. I mean, you guys can see the difference between these 2 axles. This one obviously has like brakes and all that, knuckles and everything on it, and that one does not. But pretty much I needed as wide of an axle as I could, so I went ahead and picked these up. On top of that, my Wrangler has such big axles, such big tires at this point, that if I put the old axles out of the Wrangler under the Grand Cherokee, honestly, I probably wouldn't wheel it that much. And that's something I want to do with it, just because it's a lot cheaper to fix if I break it. Say I get body damage on one of my doors, I can just head over to the junkyard, pick up another one, Raptor line it, and slap it on the Jeep. So I wanted to kind of go down the route of building a rock crawler with this thing. Another reason that I want to go tons instead of JK axles is because I want to have no worries with this thing off-road, and I know myself, I'm going to end up beating on this thing way too hard if it's on the Dana 30. Hold on. And just destroy it and be stuck in Pennsylvania. So that being said, I wanted to go ahead and go tons. I know they're a lot stronger. I shouldn't have to really worry about them. For example, the axle shafts I'm putting in them, I'm going to put RCVs in them. They're warranted up to a 47-inch tire. So even on the 43s, we're still small compared to what these axle shafts are warranted to. And these things are getting all built straight through every option that I can build. I'm going to get upgraded everything. I pretty much just need that center section of the axle housing to base my build off of. We'll throw trusses on it, reed racing knuckles, RCV shafts, upgraded ball joints. Might do ball joint deletes. Haven't decided too much there. I mean, we're going huge steering, just like my Wrangler has aluminum steering, obviously. I'm going to do hydro assist steering on it, so that way we can turn when we're in the rocks, because that's my big issue with the Wrangler. It'll get up on a rock and stuck, and it won't let me turn the wheel just because I don't have anything to help me there, and the power steering really doesn't like turning those 40s off-road, so I'm going to do hydro assist on it. There's a lot of things that I want to do to these axles that I just haven't had the chance to do yet. And this has kind of been, like I said, a big goal of mine since the beginning of doing all this Jeep stuff, is to build a set of junkyard tons, put them under my Jeep, and then just go thrash on it as much as possible. My plan for this Grand Cherokee is to take it all over the country, wheel everywhere. I mean, I want to hit Moab, I want to go to King of the Hammers, I want to do all kinds of stuff with this thing. And the Wrangler's awesome, but it's just really not built for any of that, so I figured why not start over, build a fully dedicated route crawler, and what better than the Grand Cherokee I had sitting in my driveway. The Jeep is pretty awesome. I have to do a lot, obviously. It's not really designed for this at all. It's a luxury SUV. But that being said, I'm down to do a bunch of work to it. I mean, we want to do cage, possible LS swap in the future depending on how the engine and trans go. We're doing massive tires like I told you guys, 1-ton axles, coilovers or ORI struts. I mean, we're doing everything to this Jeep we possibly can to make it stand up to what we want to put it through, and then I just want to travel the country and wheel it everywhere I can. So if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe, especially if you enjoyed this video, because there's going to be a ton of content out on that Grand Cherokee. It's going to be an insane build, and like I told you guys earlier, we're going to be wheeling all over the place with this Jeep. So if you guys want to go wheeling and we're near you, we'd be down to do it. Just got to finish this Jeep first. But these axles are going to be insane, so stay tuned through the build process. So make sure you guys subscribe, like, drop a comment on what you want to see done to these or the Grand Cherokee. Also, I wanted to give one last shout out to Najar Offroad. He hooked it up with this kind of stuff. You guys can expect video installs, obviously, on the dash lights and the interior LED lights. Huge shout out to him. So his channel will be linked down below along with his website, so make sure you guys go ahead and check that out. I'll also obviously link his channel when we do these videos. These are actually really cheap, affordable mods you guys can do to your Jeep that change the entire interior look. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.